from Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol.
Scrooge and Marley. Scrooge never bothered to paint out old Marley's name there. It stood on the counting house door 7 years later. Scrooge and Marley. Now, the firm was known as Scrooge and Marley. Sometimes people new to the business called Scrooge and sometimes Marley. But he answered to both names. It was all the same to him. "7 years ago.
What?
Mr. Marley died 7 years ago, this very night."
I am well aware of the passage of time, Mr. Cretchin. Now I suggest you return to your work. Mr. Cretchin.
The fire's gone cold, Mr. Scrooge.
Do Do you see this, Mr. Cratchit? This is a waistcoat. These are gloves. They are purchased at a relatively inexpensive cost and provide years of protection from the elements. Coal, on the other hand, is costly and temporary, and I am not made of money, sir. Now, I suggest you return to your desk before I am forced to predict it will be necessary for us to part.
Yes, sir.
God save me from Christmas. It's a lot of humbug.
Christmas humbug? You don't mean that, I'm sure.
I do. Merry Christmas. Out upon Merry Christmas. What's Christmas time to you but a time for paying bills with no money? A time for finding yourself a year older and not an hour richer. If I could work my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled in his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart.
Oh, God.
Nephew, keep Christmas in your way. Let me keep it in mine.
Keep it? But you don't keep it.
Let me leave it alone then. Much good may it do you. Much good has it ever done you.
There are many things from which I derive good, but yet not profited. I dare say Christmas among the rest, but I'm sure I've always thought of Christmas as a good time. It's a kind, charitable, pleasant time. Why, it's the only time I know when both men and women seem to open their closed-up hearts freely and think of those less fortunate as themselves. As if they really were fellow passengers to the grave. And though it's never put a scrap of gold or silver in my pocket, I think it has done me good. And it will do me good, and I say, God bless it.
Let me hear another sound from you, Cratchit, and you'll keep Christmas by losing your situation. Well, you're a very powerful speaker, sir. I wonder you do not go into Parliament. You're fool enough.
Don't be angry, Uncle. Come dine with us tomorrow.
I'll see you in hell first.
But why, Uncle?
Why did you get married?
Because I fell in love.
Because you fell in love. Your wife was a poor girl, I believe, brought little to the marriage.
You never came to visit me before my marriage. Why give that as a reason now?
Good afternoon.
Sorry with all my heart to find you so resolute. We've never had an argument to which I've been a party. But I'll keep my Christmas humor to the last. So a Merry Christmas, Uncle.
I said good afternoon.
And to you, Bob, and your family.
Thank you, Mr. Fred, and to your wife.
Oh, almost forgot. Uncle, Happy New Year.
Good afternoon!
Are you by chance looking for a donation?
Indeed we are,
Oh, might I suggest you try this shop. You'll find a very philanthropic man inside, eager to assist you.
Thank you, sir.
Merry Christmas, friend.
And a Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Scrooge and Marley's, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Have we the pleasure of addressing Mr. Scrooge or Mr. Marley?
It is no pleasure to be addressed by either one of you. And Mr. Marley is dead.
I have no doubt his liberality is well represented by his surviving partner.
Liberality.
At this festive season of the year, Mr. Scrooge, it is more than usually desirable that we should make some slight provision for the poor and destitute who suffer greatly at the present time. Many thousands are in want.
Are there no prisons?
Plenty of prisons, sir.
And the union workhouses, they are still in operation.
They are. Still, I wish I could say they were not.
I am very glad to hear it. I was afraid from what you had said at first that something had occurred to stop them in their useful purpose.
Under the impression that they scarcely furnish Christian cheer of mind or body to the multitude, a few of us are endeavoring to raise a fund to buy the poor some meat and drink, and means of warmth.
We choose the holiday season because it is a time when want is keenly felt and abundance rejoices.
How much should we put you down for?
Nothing.
You wish to remain anonymous?
I wish to be left alone. Since you ask me what I wish, that is my answer. I do not make merry myself at Christmas. I cannot afford to make idle people merry. I help to support the prisons and the workhouses. They cost enough. Those who are badly off must go there.
But many can't go there, and many would rather die.
But if they'd rather die, then they'd best do it and decrease the surplus population.
But, sir...
It is not my business. It is enough for any man to understand his own business and not to interfere in other people's. Mine occupies me constantly. Good afternoon.
Well, yes.
Mr. Scrooge,
What is it?
I'll pray for you.
Don't bother.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us from Satan's.
Now they've made me late. You'll close the shop at 7 o'clock precisely, not a moment earlier. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You'll want the whole day tomorrow, I suppose.
If quite convenient, sir.
It is not convenient, and it is not fair. If I were to stop half a crown for it, you'd feel yourself ill-used, I'd be bound. Yet you do not feel me ill-used when I pay a day's wages for no work.
It's Christmas Day, sir.
A poor excuse for picking a man's pocket every 25th day of December. But I suppose you must have the entire day. Be here all the earlier the next morning.
Yes, sir, I will, sir.
Yes, we'll see that you are.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Scrooge.
Don't beg on this corner, boy.
I'm not begging, sir. I'm just paying for my father's Tim's precious.
You will have a long wait.
Yes, sir.
Well, clear the path, you parasite.
Usual melancholy dinner and his usual melancholy tap. And having beguiled away the rest of the evening with his banker's book and his newspapers, went home to bed. Now, Scrooge lived in chambers which had once belonged to his deceased father, a place so gloomy that no one else dared live there. It is a fact that there was nothing at all particular about the knocker on the door, except that it was very large. Scrooge had seen it night and morning during his old residence in that place. Let it also be borne in mind that Scrooge had not bestowed one thought upon his partner Marley since his last mention of his 7 years dead partner that afternoon. Why should he? Oh, Marley was as dead as a doornail. Then let any man explain to me, if he can, how it happened that Scrooge, having his key in the lock of the door, saw in the knocker, without its undergoing any intermediate process of change, not a knocker, but...
Marley?
Marley's face. Now mind, I don't mean to say that I know of my own knowledge what there is particularly dead about a doornail. I might have been inclined myself to regard a coffin nail as the deadest piece of ironmongery in the trade, but the wisdom of our ancestors is in the simile, and my unhallowed hand shall not disturb. You will therefore permit me to repeat emphatically that Marley was as dead as a doornail.
believe it. That bell has not rung in 7 years.
I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Marley? Can you sit down?
I can.
Do it then.
You do not believe in me.
I don't.
What evidence would you have of my reality beyond that of your own senses?
I don't know.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Because even a slight disorder of the stomach makes them cheats. You might be a bit of undigested beef, a crumb of cheese, or a fragment of underdone potato. Yes, there's more of gravy than of grave about you, whatever you are.
No!
Mercy! The dreadful apparition. Why do you trouble me?
Man of the worldly mind, do you believe in me or not?
I do. I must. But why do spirits walk the earth? And why do they come to me?
It is required of every man that the spirit within him should walk forth among his fellow men and travel far and wide. If that spirit goes not forth in life, it is condemned to do so after death. It is doomed to wander the world and witness what it cannot share, but might have shared on earth and turned to happiness. Oh.
You are fettered. Tell me why.
I bear the chain I forged in life. I made it, link by link, and yard by yard. Is its pattern strange to you? Or would you know the weight and length of the strong coil you bear yourself? It was as long and heavy and full as this 7 Christmas Eves ago. You have labored on it since. It is a ponderous chain.
Oh, Jacob Marley, tell me more. Speak comfort to me, Jacob.
I have none to give. In my life, my spirit never roamed beyond the narrow limits of our money-changing hole.
No doubt of that, Jacob. You were always a good man of business.
Business! Oh, mankind was my business. The common welfare was my business. Oh, the dealings of my trade were but a drop of water in the comprehensive ocean of my business.
Pray, don't be flowery.
Hear me. My time is nearly gone. How it is that I appear before you in a shape and form that you can see, I cannot tell. I have sat beside you, invisible for many and many a day.
You have.
That is no light part of my penance. I am here tonight to warn you that you have yet a chance and hope of escaping my fate. A chance and hope of my procuring Ebenezer.
But you were always a good friend to me, Jacob. Thank you.
You will be haunted by 3 spirits.
It's not the chance and hope you mentioned.
It is.
I think I'd rather not.
Without their visits, you cannot hope to shun the path I tread. Expect the first when the bell tolls 1.
Can't I take them all at once and have it over, Jacob?
Expect the second when the bell tolls 2, and the third when the bell tolls 3. Look to see me no more, but look that for your own sake you remember what has passed between us!
Molly? Buck. 1 o'clock. And nothing else. I knew it was all humbug. Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
And may I inquire more precisely who or what you are?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
No, your past.
What business brings you here?
Your welfare.
To be awakened by a ghost at 1 o'clock in the morning is hardly conducive to my welfare.
Your reclamation, then. Take heed. Rise and walk with me.
But I am mortal and liable to fall.
Bear but a touch of my hand there, and you shall be upheld in more than this.
Where are you taking me?
To a Christmas from your childhood.
Oh, good heaven! I was born here! I was a boy here! I was bred in this place! And look! There's my sister Fan! Fan!
Wait for me! They cannot hear you. These are but shadows of things that have been. They are what they are.
How happy they all seem.
Come, Ebenezer, you recollect the way?
Remember it? Where I could walk it blindfolded.
Strange to have forgotten it for so many years. The school is not quite deserted. A solitary child, neglected by his friends and shunned by his father, is left there still.
Yes, I know. His mother dead. His father holds him a grudge.
Why?
Because his mother died in childbirth. His birth, poor boy.
The child grew older, yet every year remained behind when all the other children had gone home for the jolly holidays.
He had his friends.
Yes?
Yes. Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. And look! There's the parrot with green body, yellow tail, and a thing like lettuce growing out of the top of his head. Poor Robin Crusoe, they called him, after they'd taken a trip around the island. And look! There's Friday running for his life down to the little creek.
But the child outgrew those companions. He is not reading now, but remains desperately alone.
I wish.
What?
Nothing. It's too late now anyway.
What?
There was a boy singing a Christmas carol outside my door this afternoon. I wish I had done something for him, that's all. I wish.
Ebenezer!
Fan?
My dear brother!
Fan?
I've come to bring you home, dear brother, home.
Home, Fan.
Yes, for good and all, forever and ever. Father has so much kinder than he used to be. He spoke so softly to me when I was not afraid to ask him once more if you might come home. He said yes, you should. And he sent me the coach to bring you.
You've become quite a little woman, Fan.
And George would be a man, since you never have to come back here again.
Oh, how I've missed you, Fan!
And how I missed you. But hurry, the coach is waiting for us.
Always a delicate creature whom a breath might have withered, but she had a large heart.
So she had, Spirit. I'll not deny it, God forbid.
She died a woman and had, as I think, children.
One child. My nephew, Fred.
Come, let us see another Christmas from your past.
Oh, my word.
Do you know this play?
No, I was apprenticed here. And look, there's Fezziwig, bless his heart. Dear old Fezziwig alive again.
Your whole Ebenezer,
Dick Wilkins, to be sure. He was very much attached to me, was Dick. And there I am. My, that I was a handsome chap.
no more work tonight, lads. It's Christmas Eve.
Yes, Mr. Fezziwig.
Yes,
Mr. Fezziwig, miss us on the guests are on the way, so let's clear away before you can say Jack Robinson. Hilly-ho, Dick.
Righto, sir.
Papa, it's Christmas.
Well, you're right, my dear. Oh, my unstrapping boy. Well, Ebenezer, cheer up, my boy. Here, I'll show you how to enjoy life. Now we're all ready. Miss us, Fezziwig.
How can be late? How can be merry boys?
Merry Christmas, Mrs. Fezziwig.
And the same to you, dear lads. Francis.
Well,
Miss us, Fezziwig. Let's show these youngsters how to cut their off.
Good idea. This is the true spirit of Christmas.
I know that this is all very sudden, and that my position in life is not made yet. But I wonder if you might do me the honor of becoming my wife.
Oh, Ebenezer! Yes!
Go on, kiss her, lad, kiss her!
God bless those children. No!
What say we go a-caroling? Let's go!
And God bless this Merry Christmas.
Did you hear yourself, Scrooge? You said, God bless this Merry Christmas.
That was a long time ago. That Fezziwig. What a marvelous man.
A small matter to make these silly folks so full of gratitude. He has spent but a few pounds of your mortal money, 3 or 4 perhaps, planted to be deserving of so much praise.
It isn't that, Spirit. He had the power to make us happy or unhappy, to render our work a pleasure or a burden. Why, the joy he gave to us was worth as much as if it had cost a fortune.
What is the matter?
Nothing.
Something I should think?
No, nothing. I should like to be able to have a word or two with my clerk just now. That's all.
My time grows short. Quick.
Well, I find it exceedingly difficult to discuss personal matters during business hours. Now, please.
It matters little now. To you, very little. Another idol has displaced me.
I've no idea what you're talking about. What idol has displaced you?
A golden one.
Well, there is nothing on which the world is so hard as poverty, and nothing it professes to condemn with such severity as the pursuit of wealth.
Ebenezer, you fear the world too much. I have seen your nobler aspirations fall off one by one, till the master passion, greed, engrosses you.
What then? Even if I have grown so much wiser, what then? I'm not changed toward you, am I?
Our love was made when we were both poor, and content to be so. You are changed. When it was made, you were another man.
I was a boy.
Your own feelings tell you you are not what you were. I am. How often I have thought this, I will not say. It is enough that I have thought it, and can release you with a full heart for the love of him you once were.
Have I ever sought release?
In words, no,
In
never.
what then?
In a changed nature, in an altered spirit, in another atmosphere of life, and everything that made our love of any worth or value to your sight. Tell me, if you were free today, would you choose a poor, dowerless girl? If this had never been between us, would you seek me out and try to win me now? No. You may for a brief time have pain in this. The memory of what is past makes me hope you will. But you will dismiss it as an unprofitable dream from which it happened gladly that you awoke. May you be happy in the life that you have chosen.
Belle!
Go after her, you fool! I almost did, you know. I almost did. Spirit, remove me from this place!
These are the shadows of things that have been. They are what they are. Do not blame me.
I cannot bear it. Take me back, haunt me no longer!
One shadow more.
How I loved you, Ebenezer.
Stupid old fool. Getting yourself all upset over nothing. It was all in your imagination. The first at 1. The second at 2. I'm ready for you wherever you are. Nothing.
Ebenezer! Scrooge! Hello! Ebenezer Scrooge! Come, know me better, man. I am the ghost of Christmas present. You've never seen the like of me before.
No, never.
Yet how many of my brothers have you rejected in your miserable lifetime?
I've never met any of your brothers.
You've never looked for them.
How many of them are there?
What year is this?
1860.
Then I have 1,859 brothers.
A tremendous family to provide for. Spirit, I have gone forth moments hence and learned a lesson which is working on me now. If you have aught to teach me, then by all means let me profit. I mean learn from it. Conduct me where you will.
It is somewhere. No, there it is. Here, drink this.
What is it?
Taste it. Do you like it?
Oh, it's wonderful. I've never tasted anything like it before in my life. What is it?
That which you have not tasted for many a year. The milk of human kindness. Now take my robe. Are you familiar with this section of the city?
I can't say that I am.
Hard-working, respectable people live here, working to make ends meet on meager salaries.
I don't doubt it.
Do you recognize this dwelling?
I can't say that I do.
It is the home of Bob Cratchit.
Is it? He does well on 15 bob a week.
Would you like to go in?
I think I'd rather not disturb them.
As with Christmas past, we shall remain invisible and unheard.
What can be keeping your precious father then? And your brother Tiny too? And Martha weren't this late last Christmas by half an hour.
Here's Martha, Mother.
Oh, God. Oh, Martha, my dear, bless your heart alive, how late you are.
Getting ready to the 14th
here. Here, why don't you sit down by the fire, my dear, and have a warm one.
Wait till I see the goose, Mother.
Oh, I bet it looks delicious.
And I don't think Mother has ever made a better pudding.
And how do you know, Peter Cratchit? I hope you save some for the rest of us.
I was only testing the cooking.
Well, I'm sure we shall all manage quite well without your help.
Father's coming! Quick, hide, Mother, hide!
There we go, my boy. Go on, Timmy. Here we go. Hello.
You're late, Bob Cratchit.
I'm sorry, my dear, but young Tim and I were just seeing the sights on this lovely Christmas day. Look.
Okay.
Where's our Martha?
Not coming.
Not coming upon Christmas Day.
Here I am, Father. Martha, be a dear and go help with the dinner, will you?
Yes, Mother. Who wants to help with the pudding? I do. Me too. What about you, Peter?
Oh, if Peter helps with the pudding, I'm afraid there won't be anything left for the rest of us. Now go on in and help your sister. And how did little Tim behave today?
It's good as gold and better. But sometimes he gets thoughtful sitting by himself too much, and he thinks the strangest things you ever heard. He told me today coming home that he hoped that people saw him in church because he was a cripple, and because it might be pleasant for them to remember upon Christmas Day. He made lame beggars walk and blind men see. He seems to be getting stronger.
Yes, Bob. I'm sure you're right. He is getting stronger.
Mother, Father, Tim wants to sing us a song. A Christmas carol.
He does he? Want to sing us a song, my boy?
Yes, Father.
Well, go right ahead, Tim. We would love to hear it.
Here we come, a blossoming, a blossoming, so green. Here we come, a watching the bear to be seen. The band joy comes to you, and to you your blossom too. And God sends you a happy new year.
To Mr. Tim Cratchit for that wonderful song, and to Mr. Scrooge, the founder of the feast.
Founder of the feast, indeed. What are you trying to do? Ruin our Christmas? I wish I had him here right now. I would give him a piece of my mind, and I hope he'd have a good appetite for it.
Nonetheless, he is the founder of the feast, and we shall drink to it.
Quite right, you listen to this.
It should be on Christmas Day, I am sure, that one should drink to such a stingy, old, hard, odious miser such as Mr. Scrooge.
My dear.
You know he is, Bob.
My
But
dear.
nobody knows it better than you.
Christmas Day.
I'll drink to his health for your sake, and the day's, not for his. Long life to him, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. He'll be very merry and very happy, I have no doubt.
Mr. Scrooge.
Mr. Scrooge.
And a Merry Christmas to us all, and God bless us.
God bless us, everyone.
I think Bob Cratchit's really rather fond of me.
So is his wife. Couldn't you tell?
She doesn't really know me.
That is one of the few things wherein fate has blessed her.
Spirit, tell me Tiny Tim, shall we?
I see a vacant seat in the chimney corner, and a crutch without an owner. If these shadows remain unaltered by the future, the child will die.
Oh no. No, kind spirit, please, say he will be spared.
If he be like to die, he'd better do it, and decrease the surplus population. Man, if man you be at heart, forbear this wicked cant until you know what the surplus is and where it is. Will you decide what men shall live and what men shall die? It may be in the sight of heaven you are less fit to live than millions like this poor man's child. Now take my robe. We've another call to make.
Where are you taking me?
To the home of one of the few people who have ever cared for you. Your nephew.
Fred.
Yes. You continually ignored and rejected him. Why?
Why? Because my sister died giving birth to him.
Is it a vegetable?
No.
Animal.
Yes.
A tame animal?
No.
A disagreeable animal?
Yes.
Is it a savage animal?
Yes.
Is it made a show of?
No.
Is it a tiger?
No.
Does it live in a menagerie?
Nope.
A cat? Is it a cat?
Oh, no.
Does it grunt sometimes?
Yes.
Does it talk sometimes?
Yes.
Does it live in London?
Yes.
Does it walk the streets?
Yes.
I know, it's your Uncle Scrooge!
He said Christmas was a humbug. As I live, he believed it too.
Well, more shame for him, Fred.
He's a comical old fellow, that's the truth.
Not so pleasant as he might be.
Why, his offenses carry their own punishment. I've nothing to say against him.
Oh, I'm sure he is very rich, Fred. At least you always tell me so.
Yeah, what of that, my dear? His money is of no use to him. He does no good with it. He hasn't the satisfaction of thinking he's ever going to benefit us with it.
I have no patience with him.
Nor I.
Oh, I am. I feel sorry for us. I couldn't be angry with him if I tried. But who suffers from all his ill whims? Himself always. It gets into his head and he dislikes us, and he won't come dine with us. And what's the consequence? He doesn't lose much of a dinner.
Indeed, I think he loses a very good dinner.
Yes, indeed. An excellent meal.
I'm very glad to hear it, because I haven't got great faith in these young housekeepers.
Oh, do go on, Fred. This is what he seems to say. He's such a ridiculous fellow.
I was going to say that the consequence of him taking a dislike to us is that he loses some pleasant moments, which could do him no harm. He may rail at Christmas till he dies, but he can't help thinking better of it if he sees me there year after year in good temper saying, "Uncle Ebenezer, how are you?" If only he'd leave his poor clerk £50. That'd be something.
He's free with other people's money.
But your uncle has given us plenty of merriment, Fred.
Which is why I feel it ungrateful not to drink his health. Glass of mulled wine ready to your hand. A Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to the old man. He wouldn't take it from me before, but may have it nevertheless. To Uncle Ebenezer.
Uncle Ebenezer!
As for you, nephew, if you were in my will, I'd disinherit you.
Scrooge, come over here. You need some more of this.
Anyone care to indulge in a nice game of the minister's cat?
Yes!
What letters should we start with?
Let's start with M.
Right, Tom, will you begin?
All right. The minister's cat is a marvelous cat.
The minister's cat is a marvelous cat.
The minister's cat is a miserable cat.
The minister's cat is a merciful cat.
Minister's cat,
Merry cat.
Merry cat. Too late. You're up, Fred.
I said it.
I'm not surprised. He was never very bright.
My time upon this globe is very brief. It ends tonight.
Tonight, but we have so much more to talk about.
There is never enough time to do or say all that we would wish. The thing to do is to do all that you can in the time you have.
Spirit, forgive me if I am not justified in what I ask, but I see something strange, something moving. Is it some sort of animal or creature?
It may be a creature, for the flesh there is upon it. Look here. Look. Look, Scrooge! Where angels might have sat enthroned, devils lurk. No perversion of humanity through all the mysteries of creation has monsters half so horrible and dreadful.
Spirit, are they yours?
They are man's. The boy is ignorance. The girl is want. Beware them both. But most of all, beware the boy. For on his brow I see written that which is the doom of man. Unless the writing be erased.
But have they no refuge or resource?
Are there no prisons? Are there no workhouses?
Spirit, you mock me with my own words.
Remember, Scrooge, life is short. and then suddenly, you're not there anymore.
Spirit? Spirit, where are you? Why is it so dark? What is this place? Spirit? Am I in the presence of Christmas yet to come? And you are about to show me the shadows of things that have not yet happened, but will happen? Oh, ghost of the future, I fear you more than any spectre I have seen thus far. But as I know you mean to do me good, and as I wish to be a different man than what I was, I am prepared to bear you company, and to do it with a thankful heart. Spirit, will you not speak to me? Lead on, Spirit. The night is waning fast, and it is precious time to me, I know. Lead on.
I think to bring me to this place.
So eerie. So, Scratch got his own in the lab. Did he die? Last night, I believe.
What was the matter with him?
God knows. I thought he'd never die.
What did he do with his money?
Lie ever dead. He hasn't left it to me, that's all I know. This is it.
It's likely to be a very cheap funeral. For upon my life, I don't know of anybody to go to it. Suppose we make up a party and volunteer.
Well, I don't mind going if lunch is provided, but I must be fed.
There's the Christmas spirit.
Spirit, of whom are they speaking? It can't be Jacob Marley, for that was the past, and your province is the future. Of whom are they speaking?
I wish it were a bit more, though. It would have been if I could have laid my hands on anything else.
Who's the worse for the loss of a few things like these? Not a dead man, I suppose.
Indeed. If he wanted to keep him after he was dead, wicked old Scrooge. Why wasn't he more natural in his lifetime? If he had been, he'd have had someone to look after him when he was struck with death, instead of lying, gasping out his last there alone by himself.
That's the truest word ever spoke, Mrs. Dilber. It's a judgment on him.
Yes, well, I wish it were a heavier judgment.
Those are my things! They're stealing my things! I'll have them before a magistrate!
You know, what you call these? Bed curtains?
Bed curtains!
You don't mean to say you're gonna take them down, rings and all, with him just lying there?
Yes, I do. Why not?
You were born to make your fortune. You'll certainly do it.
And go put that oil upon the blankets now.
His blankets?
Whose else's do you think? He ain't likely to catch cold without him, I dare say.
I hope he didn't die of anything catching,
Don't be afraid of that. I ain't so much in his company that I'd loiter about for such things if he did.
No, Spirit. Those are not my things. They are similar to mine, but the person they are speaking of cannot be me.
Oh, you can look through that shirt till your eyes ache, but you won't find a hole nor a threadbare place. It's the best he had, and they'd have wasted it if it hadn't been for me.
What do you call wasting it?
Putting it on him to be buried in, to be sure. Someone was fool enough to do it, but I took it off again. He can't look uglier than he did that one.
This is the end of it, you say? He frightened everyone away from him when he was alive.
Profit us when he was dead. Rings and gold.
Spirit, I see. The case of this unfortunate man might be my own. My life tends that way now. Spirit, this is a fearful place, I beseech you. If there is any man in this town who feels any genuine emotion for this poor fellow's death, show him to me. Let me see some tenderness connected with a death.
took a child and set in the midst of it.
The color hurts my eyes. They're better now again. It makes them weak by candlelight, and I wouldn't show weak eyes to your father when he comes home from all the world. It must be near his time. Past it, rather.
I think he's walked a little slower if he's past viewing with his mother.
I have known him walk with Tiny Tim upon his shoulder very fast indeed. But he was so very light to carry, and your father loved him so that there's no trouble. No trouble.
Where is Tiny Tim?
There's your father. You went today, then, Robert?
Yes, my dear. I wish you could have gone. It would have done you good to see how green a place it is. But you see it often. I promised him we would walk there on Sundays. A little child.
Don't be so grieved, Father.
I'm sorry. I have all of you. You can't imagine the extraordinary kindness of Mr. Scrooge's nephew today. I'd scarcely seen him but once or twice before. He is the pleasantest spoken gentleman you ever heard. He saw me today on the street, and he said he thought I looked a little, well, just a little down, you know. So I told him about our Tiny Tim, on which he replied, I'm heartily sorry for Mr. Cratchit, and heartily sorry of your good wife. Bye, how we ever knew that, I don't know.
You knew what, my dear?
I mean, you were a good wife, my dear.
Everyone knows that.
Very well observed, my boy. I should hope they do.
I'm sure he's a good soul, Robert.
You would be sure of it, my dear, if you ever saw and spoke to him. He gave me his card today and said, that's where I live. Pray come and see me if I can be of any service to you in any way. It really seemed as if he had known our Tiny Tim and felt with us. And I shouldn't be at all surprised if he got Peter a better situation.
Only hear that, Peter.
And then Peter will be keeping company with someone and then setting up for himself.
Get along with you.
Well, it's just as likely as not. There's plenty of time for that, my dear. But however, whenever we do part from one another, I'm sure we shall none of us forget poor Tiny Tim, or this first parting that there was among us. And I know. No, but when we recollect our patient, our mindfulness, we shall not quarrel easily among ourselves. Forget poor Tiny Tim in doing so.
Of course not, Robert.
Very happy. I'm very, very happy.
Poor Tiny Tim.
Spirit, something informs me that the hour of our parting is close at hand. I know it, but I know not how. Let me behold what I shall be in days to come. Spirit, before I approach that which you point, tell me, are these the shadows of things that will be? Or are they the shadows of things that may be only?
Ebenezer Scrooge! Am I the man that lay upon the bed? Oh, no, Spirit, no. No, hear me. I am not the man I was. I will keep Christmas in my heart and on with the year round. The past, the present, the future, the spirits of all three shall strive within me. Oh, Spirit, why show me these things if I have passed all hope? Please tell me I may sponge away the writings on this stone. I will not shut out the lessons I have been taught. I swear, Spirit, I will not shut out the lessons I have been taught. I will not shut out the lessons I have been taught. I will not.
heavens in Christmas time be praised for this. Ah! They are not pulled down rings at all. They are here. I am here. The shadows of things that have not yet happened may yet be dispelled. But they will. I know they will. I don't know what to do. I feel happy as an angel, light as a feather, giddy as a drunken man. I don't know how long I've been among the spirits. I don't know anything. I'm quite a baby. A Merry Christmas to everyone, and a Happy New Year to all the world! Oh, boy! Oh, you there, tell me, what day is today?
Today? What's Christmas Day?
A Christmas Day that I haven't listed. The spirits are gonna work in one night. Well, of course they can't make you do anything. Boy, tell me, do you know the butcher shop on the next street?
I should hope I did.
Oh, remarkable boy. Do you know how they sold the prize turkey hanging in the window there? Not the little prize turkey, but the big one!
What? The one as big as me?
Oh, a delightful, intelligent boy. It's a pleasure to talk to him. Yes, my buck!
It's hanging there now.
Is it? Go and buy it.
Look!
Oh, no. I'm in earnest. Go and buy it and tell the butcher to bring it here. Come back with the butcher and I'll give you a shilling. Come back with him in less than 5 minutes. I'll give you half a crown. Run, boy, run! Oh, what a beautiful, delightful, remarkable boy. I think I'm going to like children. I'll take that turkey to Bob Cratchit and his family. It's twice the size of Tiny Tim. What you were trying to do, it was very kind of you. Merry Christmas to you.
Mr. Scrooge!
Yes, that is my name. I fear it may not be pleasant to you. Allow me to ask your pardon. And would you please have the goodness to...
1,000? Oh, Lord bless me! My dear Mr. Scrooge! Are you serious?
Oh, yes, and not a farthing less. A great many back payments are included, I assure you. You will do me this favor.
Oh, I don't know what to say to such a...
Oh, don't say anything. Just come and see me. You will come and see me.
Oh, I will. Yes, Mr. Scrooge, you may depend on it.
Oh, then I thank you. I thank you 50 times. Bless you.
Oh, no. Bless you.
Oh, Merry Christmas.
Brought in a wild goose chase. Where are Skinny and I?
There you are, my good man, and thank you for being so prompt. Merry Christmas.
Mr. Scrooge, are you feeling all right?
I've never felt better in my life. Ah! Now that's a turkey!
Yes, sir, it is.
Here you are. Here's money, a little something extra for your trouble.
Well, thank you, sir.
Think nothing of it. And as for you, my lad, good kiss.
Thank you, sir.
A Merry hear me, old Jacob Marley, or whether I imagined the things I thought I saw. But between the pair of us, we have finally made a Merry Christmas.
Well, you say knock knock.
Knock, knock.
Fred! Fred! My dear nephew, Fred!
Uncle?
A Merry Christmas to you, my dear boy, and to your enchanting wife.
Merry Christmas.
Fred, I am an old fool who deeply regrets the Christmases gone by that I might have shared with you. I was planning on having Christmas dinner at your house, if you'd let me come. I'd like to be with my family.
We'd be delighted.
Uncle Ebenezer, Christmas dinner is at 3 o'clock sharp.
I'll be there. My, but you're a pretty girl.
Where you off to, Uncle?
I'm off to Camden Town.
Camden Town.
Yes, I've got to take this monster of a turkey to Bob Cratchit and his family.
Uncle Ebenezer, it's impossible to carry that all the way to Camden Town. You must have a coach.
Nonsense! I shall sing and dance the entire way. Just you watch me. I'll see you at 3 o'clock precisely. Fred, I want you to remember something. The minister's cat is a merry cat. Remember that. What a lovely couple. Deck the halls with thousand. Yes, of course. Tis the season to be jolly.
Mr. Scrooge.
Is your father at home, my dear?
Yes, sir.
Will you kindly inform him that Mr. Scrooge wishes to speak with you?
Yes, sir. It's Mr. Scrooge.
Bob Cratchit!
Mr. Scrooge,
What is the meaning of this?
Sir, I thought it was agreed I was to have a whole day free, sir.
Is that what you thought, sir?
Well, sir, it is but once a year,
I'm
sir.
going to tell you something, my friend. I'm not going to stand for this sort of thing any longer. And therefore, I am about to double your salary.
What?
A Merry Christmas to you, Bob! A merrier Christmas than I've given you in many, many a year. You and I will sit down and we will discuss what I will do to help you and your family. First of all, we'll find the right doctors to get young Tiny Tim well again. And we will get him well, you know, Bob.
Yes, sir, I believe you, sir. I believe anything.
May this be the merriest Christmas of all our lives.
Mr. Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he became a second father. Now some people laughed to see the change in him, but he didn't care. For his own hard laughter, and that was quite enough for him. It was always said of Ebenezer Scrooge, but he knew how to keep Christmas well. May that truly be said of us, of all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed,
God bless us, everyone.
return with Snow White and the 5 Dwarfs. So please, I invite you to step back to the snack bar if you're feeling a little hungry, or back to the bathroom if you need to. Woo! 15 minutes. Merry Christmas!
Princess or a prince, a lad or lass, so anxiously we wait to see exactly what will come to pass.
Oh, this is my first time a father. I'm so nervous.
Just relax. What will it be? What will it be? A princess or a prince, or he or she, so anxiously await the new addition to the family tree.
Oh, what is taking them so long? Maybe I can help.
No, we wait to see the new addition to the royal family tree.
We want a princess.
We want a prince ruling the kingdom.
Princess.
Prince.
Princess.
Prince.
Princess.
Prince.
A beautiful princess ruling the land.
A job for a man.
That's bold.
It's not either.
Princess.
Prince.
Princess.
Prince.
Quiet!
What will it be? What will it be? A princess or a prince, a girl or boy? The moment we've been waiting for, the royal babe is born. Oh, joy! It's a girl.
It's a girl.
It's a girl. The trumpets and the banners unfurl. His Majesty is blessed with the little baby girl.
What will you call her?
What will be her name?
Come on, something nice. Keep it in the family.
Her skin is white as fallen snow. Her hair is black as darkest night. Her lips are ruby red, so I shall call her Girl Red Knight. That's foul. Illegal use of the name. What?
This is Australian rules.
Her lips are red as ruby snow. Her hair is black as darkest night. Her skin is white as fallen snow. Her lips are big red buttons. Frankie Valley.
I like it.
Dave Zent. Her name shall be Snow White.
We hail Princess Snow White. She's simply wonderful, beautiful, and we are here, the people of the kingdom, to welcome her. Hail Snow White, the princess, hail Snow White. Now and ever, evermore, and evermore, and evermore, now this is all we'll sing no more. No more. Yo, Skippy. Keep with you, sir. Those were the days. have come and gone since Snow White was born. The good queen died, the king remarried, some nasty wrong. To the whitest pig who means a pig, y'all killed the guy who wrote these lyrics. 15 years have come and gone since Snow White was born. Shut it off!
If I tell you, you will not like it one bit. When I tell you, you are simply gonna shake. There is one in the kingdom who is fairer than you.
What? Oh, mirror, tell me, I must know who.
Snow White is the fairest in the kingdom.
There is no comparison between them.
Hers is beauty rare, say those who've seen her.
Yours cannot compare, so neither.
White is the fairest one, you say. I must have her done away with right away. Snow White is the fairest one, you say. I must have her done away with right away. Mirror, mirror on the wall, I will soon be the fairest of them all. Magical mirror on the wall, I will get rid of her and I will once again be the fairest one of all. Mirror, mirror on the wall, I will soon be the fairest one of all. Magical mirror on the wall, I will get rid of her and I will once again be the fairest one of all. Snow White must die. But how? How should I do it? I must find a perfect way.
We must think of a way to save the princess from this old...
Yes, I have it. Go and bring me the huntsman. I've a little task for him.
Do you think I could have a quarter so I could call him?
You're not getting a penny from me.
What a Scrooge!
Not be pleasant, but it's necessary.
See.
Take Snow White into the forest and kill her.
What?
Bring her
Why?
heart back to me.
No!
Do the deed, do it well.
But your Highness,
I know you'll be great, you'll be swell. Take that girl out and kill her.
But isn't that an awfully nasty thing to do?
Yes.
How would you like it if someone did that to you?
Fool! No, destroy her. I'll satisfy this itch. I'll kill that little bimbo. Then I will be the fairest one in the kingdom.
Why must you do
She was so lovely, the huntsman he had pity on her and said, away with you, dear child, now run into the forest and never return.
I'm glad that you showed up here.
Me too.
Things were beginning to look real. Run into the forest,
Alone?
never to return. That I have freed you, things never learned. Now go.
Please go.
Go on.
Please don't go.
Beat it!
Now, Brian. Lost in the forest, whatever shall I do? I guess I could cry now, like any ingenue.
I'm here.
Who are you?
I'm the prince.
What are you doing here?
I'm the prince.
This is only page 33 and you don't come on till page 65.
No, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
No, because I was back there
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Joel, you know Joel? He's playing the jester. Because Joel said to come now.
Joel was playing a joke on you.
But Joel said.
Mouth along, little mister.
Okay.
Think like a tree and leaf.
Funny joke, Joel.
Alone in the forest, alone with no place to go. My home has been taken wrongly from me, and now my life is none but woe. Gone are the days of Dear Lord, won't you please send help to save me from the queen, that wicked so-and-so? Please, dear Lord, please send help to me.
Help is on the way.
Hark, didst I hear a plea for help? You will calm your fears, for we right here.
Thank goodness.
Come, forest children, once and all. Cause help is to us there.
We are the forest kids. We're not in the Grimm Brothers story. But we thought a ballet might be nice. Music by itself would not suffice.
But this lady told me that
I didn't write it. Now go! Come on, honey, keep going. You'll find it. Don't worry.
All right, this one's a gimbal.
You didn't bring any of your friends, did you?